You guys, make sure you guys check out G Fuel this week. From today all the way till Thursday, code OGXRAYZ gives you 30% off. Best time to try it out and try out all the flavors. Link down below. Fog is rolling in. Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to another Call of Duty World War II video. Now, I didn't think I would be making this video today. Honestly, did not. I think a lot of people are just kind of dumbfounded or kind of struck back a little bit here because SHGames decided to do a preview for their DLC 1 that's going to be coming out January 30th. So next month, we're about a month away from DLC 1 from Call of Duty World War II, which is kind of shocking, first of all, because we normally don't have a DLC 1 in January, but we're having it in January, which is pretty cool. I'm excited for it, honestly. Like I said in yesterday's video, which if you guys missed, we talk about something weird that's going on with Call of Duty World War II in terms of people playing it and the search number of people actually interested in the game. So check out that video. But in that video, I talked about how there wasn't really a lot of variety to Call of Duty World War II. We had so few maps that came out. And so to me, I'm actually really excited because now we're going to have 3 multiplayer maps, 1 war map, and then they even showed the zombies side in this trailer. I didn't think we were going to get it, but we did. It's going to be a long trailer for you guys to check out. I don't know if I'm going to put it on screen here just because I've been having issues with third-party matches from Call of Duty on the video, so I don't know if I'm going to have it. I might have it, but we'll definitely see. Hopefully, I'll be able to put it on here for you guys to check out, but either way, I will have it in the description below. But basically, we're going to get 3 multiplayer maps. The multiplayer maps that we are going to be getting are pretty interesting because they're going to be actually themed after the Resistance, just basically telling a little bit more about the story from Call of Duty World War II. And I actually am excited for that. I actually think that's really cool that they're basing their maps on historical events that happened and then trying to expand a little bit more on the story. Obviously, this is not a campaign mission or anything like that, but having locations and like iconic stuff like that in the multiplayer seems like something really cool, and seems like it's going to be a lot of fun to explore these maps, look around, see if we can find little Easter eggs that talk about the story, or maybe even expand a little bit on the campaign and the Resistance portion of the campaign. So I thought that's really cool. One of the 3 multiplayer maps that we are going to be getting is going to be a remake of Resistance. Now, had this been the first time we were getting this remake, I probably would have been more excited than I am, but unfortunately, we did get a remake of this one recently in Infinite Warfare, so we did get it there. Now they're bringing it back again, this time for Call of Duty World War II. Kind of sucks, honestly. Not so much. The map itself, Resistance, is actually really cool. I love that map in WWII. I like the remake that they did in Infinite Warfare, and now we're going to be getting it back for the 3rd time. So I do kind of... It does kill the hype a little bit. I'm still excited for it, but I mean, you gotta wonder, like, yeah, these guys were planning on making this for a while now. They already had their plans, and then I guess Infinite Warfare released theirs, and I don't know how SHGames feels about that, because essentially it did kind of take some of the wind out of their sails, because I'm assuming they were planning this out way in advance, and then they find out that Infinite Warfare also did their own version of Resistance. So we'll definitely see. Takes a little bit of the hype off of that. I'm still excited to see how it plays, and all of these 3 multiplayer maps look absolutely insane. Like, they look amazing, and I'm actually really excited because the other multiplayer maps I feel are kind of pretty bare bones, kind of, I don't even know how to describe it. They're just not very exciting. And these maps that they showed off, one of them is like Hitler's lair, like some dragon something. I thought it was pretty crazy. They're gonna have the remakes, and then all 3 of these maps look really cool aesthetically, really nice. They seem to pop. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I'll have a poll on screen to let you guys kind of vote on if you guys are excited for this DLC pack or not. So check out that poll. But I wanted to talk about the 3 multiplayer maps because they seem pretty cool. I saw some people on Twitter a little bit upset at the fact that actually they were getting 3 multiplayer maps and not 4 like we've had in previous Call of Duties. I'm not too bummed out about that because the 4th map we're going to be getting is a war map, and I personally really enjoy war. I like war for multiple reasons, some of them being the fact that you can level up pretty fast in war. You get a ton of XP. Number 2, you can complete a bunch of your challenges in the war mode itself and not have your KD affected. Like if I'm going for headshots only, or if I'm trying to get a camo, it's the perfect mode, literally the perfect mode, you know, except for some weapons where you need to get 1-shots and you need to go into hardcore, stuff like that. But war mode has been my go-to when it comes to completing challenges or orders and stuff like that. So to me, I'm really excited that we're going to have yet another option when it comes to war mode, and this one seems really cool. So we'll definitely see. We're going to be rescuing a hostage, we're going to be taking over some comms, and then going into action towards the last phase. So it seems like that one is also going to be a very fun war mode and a different setting, so I'm really excited for that as well. So war mode, Finally, the third thing that they talked about was going to be zombies, and it's called The Darkest Shore. From the preview, it seems really bonkers. Like, it seems pretty crazy. I'm really excited because it looks like it also has a really dark theme. They even mentioned the fog rolling in. That's why I made the joke in the beginning, because we all know that our boy Jason Blundell loves the fog rolling in, and now it looks like there's a reference to him in Sledgehammer Games Zombies now, because they're gonna have it in there too, some fog. Now apparently it's gonna be used very, very well in the fact that if you have that fog rolling in, it's going to be harder to see zombies, so it'll be pretty interesting. It's going to be on an island. There's going to be a new type of zombie. They're going to be playing around with a bunch of the mechanics. I'm really excited for that as well. So we'll definitely see what ends up happening with that, but I thought it was very, very cool and very interesting that we will have something similar to this in zombies, where it's going to be an island where it's going to have new changes. It's going to be a new zombie type. I'm excited. So let me know how you guys feel about this down in the comment section below. I will also have a poll. Once again, I'll mention that poll where you guys can vote to let me know if you guys are excited or not when it comes to DLC 1. Do you even have the season pass? Let me know about that down below. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Hopefully it was informative. If you guys could do the favor of dropping a like on the video, it does share it around. It helps me out immensely. So if you guys could smash that like button. Now, if you are new, if this is the first video you're watching, I have a ton of content on the channel, from Fortnite to Call of Duty, and a bunch of different types of videos, from info to live content. If you enjoy any of that, make sure you guys do subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single upload by hitting that bell icon next to the sub button. If you guys want to go above and beyond and support the channel directly, you guys can become a sponsor to the channel. You get a bunch of awesome perks like early content, special badges, and a whole bunch more. So check that out if you guys do want to, only if you're willing and able. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. But anyways, follow me on Twitter, best place to talk. Check out my second and gaming channel, links to those down below. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.
Call of Duty World War II was about honoring the story of the world's costliest war. And with the Resistance DLC pack, we really get to continue that story. This next chapter really puts you in the heart of being a Resistance fighter. So we're really gonna take you from 3 iconic Resistance-themed maps, a brand new War MP map, and our next chapter of Nazi zombies.
For the DLC season, we are very much pulling from historical reference to try to make a really holistic DLC theme.
Early on, Resistance was something that really struck a chord with the team. It was something that we were really passionate about. And we got a real taste for it in the single-player campaign.
Tonight, we take back our city. These were not just your standard soldiers. These were civilians. These were everyday people who were fighting on the Allied side.
People were in disguises. They were underground.
Clandestine operations took place in speakeasies like this around Europe, where they tried to disrupt the Axis and German war machine.
There's so many ways to resist, and there are so many different types of resistance efforts, from the German resistance to the Czech resistance to the French resistance. So each operated differently. We're depicting that in each map. Our first map is Valkyrie, set in Prussia, Hitler's Wolf's Lair.
That's where a group of officers tried to kill Hitler, but also as many other high-ranking officers as they could.
We wanted to design that map for multiple play styles. The outsides of the map, there's a lot of sniper lanes there, but if you work your way through the middle spaces and through some of these other different bunkers, you're gonna have a lot of run and gun, you're gonna have a lot of shotgun.
So our second map is Anthropoid, set in occupied Prague in the Czech Republic.
It's the assassination attempt of the second hand of Hitler. He was in charge of controlling the city of Prague.
So it's an urban map, but this map has a lot of height variation, as well as some really strong, tight interiors that are going to give a real wide variety of gameplay.
We're really proud of bringing back a Modern Warfare 3 favorite map, Resistance, which is called Occupation in our game, and it's set in Paris.
That was so iconic to the Resistance movement that it was important for us to have that map.
It's on the neighborhood of Montmartre, so you can actually see the Eiffel Tower in the distance.
Long sightlines, so you get a lot of play with mountain division, and you can bring out your LMGs, put them up on ledges. It's still a really fun map.
Of course, we've got a brand new war mode called Operation Intercept. And this places you right in the heart of the FFI, or the French Forces of the Interior.
The great thing about War Mode is we really get to try things that are really new and unique that you haven't seen before.
Fans are going to be excited about the mechanics in war mode and how they coincide with the theme of the map.
Your first objective is to rescue your resistance fighters. After that, you capture some radio equipment and you lead the attack. And the next chapter in Nazi Zombies, The Darkest Shore, the most terrifying chapter we brought to date.
For this next chapter in the game, our characters, they've received intel about the movement of Dr. Straub. He's gone to this foggy island just north of Germany. We really wanted to play with something new in this map. We wanted to play with this idea of what happens when fog rolls in. You can't see them until they're 5 feet away from you.
It's really creepy. There's a sense of things that could come out from the fog. For the Darkest Shores, we have a new weapon called the Ripsaw.
My favorite weapon in the game thus far. It is a combination buzzsaw, gun, and it handles zombies up close and at a distance. We've gotten experimental with some of the gameplay here, and we've created a new zombie. This is a zombie that is clever, that is strategic. It is one of the scariest creations that I've ever seen.
There's a lot of content in this DLC package. And this is something that we put a lot of heart and soul into, so it's really important to us that these maps will deliver on fans' high expectations.
We're looking forward to the next DLCs because we get to talk about different phases of the conflict and explore different parts of the world.
It's the biggest, most exciting DLC we've ever offered. And we can't wait for you to get your hands on the Resistance.
Buy the season pass and get the Carrington bonus map.